Let you guys know when you're rambling too much.
Ow now. Brown. Yeah, just give the old.
I need you gotta cool it with the vaping. Couple times, leave it on the table. Maybe blow it off camera.
Don't. Fucking Scott's out of here blowing fucking clouds like it's NA meetings back in fucking circa 2013.
Scott's not my partner. He's
What?
ready.
Huh?
Start. Hi, and welcome back to Underground New Year, New Me with. That's the name of the episode.
That's the name of
New
that.
Year, New Me is
Me.
the name of this one.
Okay.
Yeah, 2023 with Paramount Gym. This has been a big hit. This podcast has been a big hit.
You told me that we're losing viewers.
Substantially.
But we're gaining substantially. We're gaining subscribers.
We're gaining according to YouTube video, when you like, and I've done this before, is like, how should my videos be doing, or why are my videos doing so badly?
That's what you're Googling. Why is my podcast so bad?
Yes, that this is a normal trend. People will, especially if you're getting people's attention from another platform and trying to get them to come to YouTube, is that you're going to have a settling effect. They're bored of it. They have to deal with our shit.
My
constantly.
parents are watching still.
I think we have a decent amount of people who watch us. Gaining subscribers, granted, slowly.
How many subscribers do they write us a check?
Us?
Yes. I thought we didn't get.
We're the
We
talent.
didn't get into the details, and thankfully, because I
You
do all
already
the
said
work.
we were the talent.
You act like you're the talent. There's a difference between. You need 1,000 subscribers on YouTube to get monetized, but that's a pipe dream. Even with 1,000 subscribers, you're getting a monthly check of like $40. But that's not the goal. The goal is to create awareness for our brands, because I don't need to make $1 off of YouTube if Underground does well because of YouTube. So
I'm just here because I enjoy your guys' company.
Yeah, I just like to hang out on a Sunday.
we all like hearing the sound of our own voices.
I just like to hang out with my best friend.
We
narcissists.
all think
Right.
we have something to say.
Yes.
Yeah. And I know, I think we're doing pretty good. It's getting better thanks to Donnie, world-class producer.
Shout out Donnie.
I feel like something's going wrong in the background, and he's like panicking.
At least he's not laying on the floor like last time.
We've done whole videos, and he doesn't want to call me to tell me that like the last 30 minutes doesn't exist, and he'll just edit the video, put it up. I'm like, what happened to all that like funny stuff that we did at the end? And he's like,
Cut it out.
audio wasn't working.
Big editor.
All right, so the new year, 2023, time is fucking moving, huh?
Sure is.
What do you guys make any New Year's resolutions? You do the corny. You have any New Year's resolutions, John? I think you were talking about before. Afrin, the nasal
The
spray.
nasal spray.
Why do people use Afrin?
Because to clear your, what do you mean? To
Like,
clear
what's
your,
it for? Right?
Well, it's for when you're sick or you have allergies and your sinuses are, I guess, swollen or
Stuffy?
Yeah, stuffy.
So what makes? I've heard this before. It's not like a meme. It's like
No,
it's
there's
real.
something. Afrin is what is it? It's addictive. So when you start to, I guess what Afrin does is it reduces the swelling of your sinuses, so you can breathe better. But once your body starts to become dependent on it, your sinuses re-swell. From what I've read, they re-swell when it doesn't have it, so that you need it to,
It's like a
reduce the
negative-
swelling again. So yeah, I mean, I was on like every 3 hours. I mean, I was going through a thing of Afrin.
Shooting all day.
Bro, it's disgusting.
How much does Afrin cost? Is it expensive?
Like $10 for one of those little things.
How long would that bottle last you?
3 days, 3 or 4 at the end of my run.
Was it difficult? Was there like actual withdrawal symptoms?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
it was
what?
You can't breathe.
Yeah.
I can't breathe. Well, I can now. I mean, I'm not 100%. I'd say I'm probably 70, 75%. But
So you're just walking around blasting the Afrin,
shoot stuff up my nose.
and you go to stop, and because you're not using it anymore, your body's been so accustomed to it, your nasal patches swell
Completely
back
swell.
up.
I can't. It's like there's
Worse than it was when you started.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I was having days where I couldn't even. It wasn't even doing anything. Like it's
If you would cover his mouth, he would die.
yeah. Like God forbid anything ever happened to me.
You imagine when he's like breathing at night.
Oh, dude, I couldn't imagine.
This
That's
would-
snort.
mouth breather.
Yeah.
It's rough, and there's a million different ways that like you go online and you Google different. I keep talking into this microphone like it works.
It does work. What do you mean?
But
You're mic'd up.
They give you a bunch of suggestions, And one of the suggestions that I decided to go with this time was like some type of steroid spray that doesn't contain the active ingredient that's in Afrin that causes you to become dependent on it. It takes the edge off, but it doesn't completely clear up your nasal passages. And I got to the point where I was using that during the day, and I would just do the Afrin at night so that I could go to sleep. And then I would say probably a week or two into doing that, I just said, you know what, I'm feeling a little like I got some breath in my nose, so I just went to sleep without it, and I made it through the night and never looked back.
Day one.
Never looked back. It's been like 10 days.
Wow.
I think like 2 days before Christmas Eve. So
That's
that's what,
big
like
day.
10 days?
How long
That's
have you
big
been
news.
abusing Afrin? The
Oh my God. On and off
over-the-counter
for
nasal
7 or 8
spray.
years. On or off for 7 or 8 years.
That's crazy.
He's the epitome of health.
You ever see the meme? Yeah. Got addicted to nasal spray because of stuffy nose. Gets a stuffy nose because addicted to nasal spray. I think that's a negative feedback loop.
You're
It's a
over there.
picture of John.
I'm looking up at Afrin. Apparently, Afrin
Afrin meme?
addiction memes
Bro,
is
it's
a thing. Me
It's a
being
thing.
perfectly healthy, also me having a nasal spray addiction.
It's a stimulant
So
too,
we're
isn't
gonna. It is somewhat. I mean, not to the point.
Nothing,
Right?
yeah, I know. It's like crazy.
So you also mentioned that you abuse a NyQuil, right? Pretty
Define
regularly.
abuse.
Use it every day,
Every day?
No.
whether you're sick or not.
No.
You use it when you're not sick,
Yes.
and it is a medication for sickness, right?
Correct.
It's also a sleep aid.
For people that are sick.
You mentioned before you're trying to kick that too.
Well, that's
That's a
kind of-
lofty goal. Two addictions.
Well, that's
2023?
the Afrin is done. It's in the past. It's in the rear view, and I think that we got a good stranglehold on the NyQuil.
That's good. Justin, you make any New Year's resolutions?
I'm going to continue on the path of therapy.
That's a resolution. Was there a time this year when you thought, I don't need this?
You never thought he did need therapy?
I never thought that he should stop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When I leave, I'm like, do I fucking need this shit?
So how much does it cost you? Do you have insurance to cover it?
No.
So you pay out of pocket?
Mhm.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to talk. It's 125
It's a lot of
a
money.
session.
It's a lot of money.
And I know that I don't need to go every week. And he knows that I don't need to go every week, but he's not going to say that because
It's a business.
It's a business.
Yeah.
No, I mean, listen, there's times where I feel a lot better when I leave there, and then there's other times where I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? Am I this?
I just had a conversation with myself.
I just had
I did that in the car on the way here.
Shit got brought up on Christmas with my parents, and my dad sitting in the corner like, Jesus Christ,
Embarrassed
my
of you.
son is so fucked up.
So
Embarrassed.
soft.
Oh my God, bro. Just go to work. I've been miserable my whole life.
I think it's good. I don't know. I think it's could be productive if you're trying to make some progress in your life. If you recognize some shit's a little messed up and you're trying to make some progress,
Which I am. So
and it's
that-
hard to talk to your friends because we'll just laugh at you.
no,
You know, we talk to each other. We give each other good advice and stuff, but it's like it's your friends. It's like
yeah, I would say like 95% of the time, if we come to each other, we're gonna laugh at each other and make fun of each other.
You ever try to have a heartfelt discussion with Scott?
There's been,
I've had 3.
I think
in
I have-
6 or 7 years.
I think
One
I had
of them
like
was the other
2.
day.
I had 2. I think I remember one because I was at the pit and I was on the phone. He called me, and it was him
He was the
venting to
one.
me.
No, you gotta bring the problem. To
Oh
Scott.
no, I never brought
You
the
ever
problem.
brought a problem to
No,
Scott?
no, I never.
you have a fucking sponsor for that. Call me.
No, I never called.
I'm busy.
Scott. No, I never.
Don't leave your emotional garbage on my doorstep. That's
Yeah,
what
no,
Scott
I
says.
never called Scott. I usually go to you.
Yeah,
I usually go to you because you're pretty good.
I'm
in
not
that
a
area.
psychopath.
Yeah, Scott is.
No, every once in a while we spoke, I guess, on a deeper level than usual the other day, and he was helpful.
There you go. That's good.
I can be helpful. I really try to cut through the. I mean, I don't know. I can't coddle. You know, not that anybody's expecting me to coddle. I don't think, but I don't want you to ever expect that I'll coddle. So I have to really not coddle. You know. So yeah.
So the therapy.
you're gonna continue with
I'm gonna
therapy. That's
continue
not
with
really a New
therapy.
Year's resolution.
No,
but I'll give it to you.
but I want to continue on this journaling thing. I've been journaling.
Really, you write
Yeah.
shit down in a book.
I've been writing shit down in a book.
When are you doing that? Do you have a time set
I
aside?
usually do in the morning.
Oh, that's good. We're gonna talk about that because I have. That's
Okay.
gonna tie into.
You're not writing anything crazy, like if it gets out, like you're not putting anything in writing, are you?
It's a journal. Nobody's
I'm
supposed
saying
to,
that your business
nobody's
partner
supposed to
wouldn't
read your
want
journal.
No, it's my journal.
You
It's
have a
not-
little
has,
locking.
has nothing about it's in my
It's like
bag.
a little
You got a
lock
little,
and key.
like a little lock on
Goes in
it.
my bag and it stays in my bag and it comes out and that's it.
Okay. You're writing in a code,
Is
some
it
type of uncrackable code. I
No,
hope.
dude, I'm writing in all capitals and it's chicken scratches. My fucking handwriting's terrible. So I do that, and then my last one I wanted to do is I wanted to like get in the habit of calling my parents more. Because
Oh,
yeah, I
are they
good one.
watching?
That's a good
You
one.
wanna say
they
hi right
always
now?
watch. Oh, I
Sure.
love them. They're good parents, good people. I want to call them more because
They're 5% of our audience.
yeah, they're getting older. They leave for the winter. They're snowbirds. They go to South Carolina, and you know, like, yeah, I heard someone. I was watching a fucking TikTok video, and they was just like, call your parents. I don't know who it was. One of the actors. Just call your parents. Don't text your parents. Call them.
I'm terrible at that.
Yeah,
Like calling my nanny.
yeah.
I don't know why. I'll even think of it. I'll be like, I should call my nanny.
I know.
And then I just don't.
So I had the same thing. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna start calling them more, especially knowing they're not gonna be here for hands full of months. So I'll give them a shout, tell them I love them, and that's it.
That's good. I like
So
that.
those
That's
are my
nice.
three. Yeah,
That's
it's
nice.
not as exciting about John being clean and serene from Afrin, but I'm just trying to be a better human being, I guess.
I like that. I hope you guys both succeed in your resolutions.
What about you?
What about you?
No, I'm perfect. I don't need to
Okay.
change
Is there any update on the blood work? The new, because I got another one, and I think that we should. I want.
it. You got what? Yeah.
No, I want to know where you're at with your fitness journey, because I might want to join you at it and make one more run at it.
One more run at the
Because we're both 40.
at Hot Boy Summer 2023.
Just not
Just not Fat Boy Summer.
just
Not
not
Fat
Fat
Boy Summer?
Boy.
I've
All
had
4 seasons.
two Fat Boy Summers now in a row. My blood work. I'm off everything, so my life is. I'm hanging on by a thread. I'm just trying to get through today. So I'm keeping the goals easy. February 1st, we're blasting.
February. Okay.
Then I think I might be in the mindset to be able to talk. Right now, the idea is I've lost a bunch of body weight by virtue of coming off tests. I'm not holding
Yeah.
water. I'm dieting in a way that's like not bodybuilding dieting. It's like I'm just doing intermittent fasting. I'm not eating unhealthy, but I'm not eating like bodybuilder healthy. Like my meals aren't timed. I'm not weighing my food out.
Right.
I mean, I'm just trying to
mindful.
I got 4 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
That's what and then it's like right now it's tying into the New Year's resolution thing, this is kind of a thing I want to talk about. I've been watching a lot of this guy Andrew Huberman, and I think Justin's familiar with him, but I would imagine John's not, because it's about health and fitness.
Health. Well, what I was gonna what I was gonna say before we move on to that is that you had said, how long have you been playing rugby?
2 years. 2 years
You
I've been
had
playing.
said when you started that I guess you were feeling like you didn't have much years of combat left,
Right. Yeah.
and you kind of wanted to. The last 2 weeks, I don't know maybe it's the minor injury that I suffered, the back injury, but I've been watching people train all day long.
And it's like getting
Usually
to
I
you.
don't care.
Yeah.
You
You're
guys-
this fucking
You
idiot.
guys handle it. I'm just gonna watch. But no, I've been feeling like not a part of, like fear of missing out.
Yeah.
So
FOMO.
I kind of I'm 40. I don't know.
Make another
Do
run
I
at
have
it.
another run at it? Can
Yeah,
we
that-
get back to like 2016?
I had that dawning, and then I was watching rugby on TV, and I was like, I don't have many street fights left in me. I don't have many. I want to remain consequential,
Well, if you're making a run at it, I'm coming with you.
Well, I think I'm trying to, what worked for me in the past was setting like microcycles within a macrocycle. And I'm not talking about steroids. I'm talking about
Goals.
goals. Like,
We're gonna do those too.
yeah.
That's
I mean, my entire physique was based on powerlifting. I was only concerned with strength in the beginning. I never had any like real desire to pose on stage, but I had a desire to be
aesthetic.
be strong. I wanted to
Okay.
be super strong. And then I got kind of tired of powerlifting, to be honest with you. I knew I was never going to squat 800 pounds. I just knew, and maybe I would have if I didn't have the desire to squat 800 pounds. I didn't care that much. So I sort of switched over to bodybuilding because I loved lifting and I wanted to see what I looked like under that like winter coat of powerlifting. And it turned out to be, I looked pretty good as a bodybuilder, but I'm I go through phases, and that phase passed. And rugby came later in life, which was a horrible mistake because I had no idea what those guys do to each other on the field and how physically demanding it is. And, you know, it's like a fucking fist fight, 80-minute fist fight, essentially. And, yes, now I'm at that like precipice in my life where I want to go down swinging, you know? So, it's just microcycles though. It's like right now I'm just trying to get to February without doing any more damage.
Yeah.
And give my body a chance to recover. I'm changing a little bit how I'm training. I'm changing my morning routine, my daily routine, which is what we were talking about before. Andrew Huberman was talking about great videos, like a 20-minute video is about daily routine,
Give me the synopsis, 'cause
morning routine. So
I've never heard of
It's
this
a
guy.
hell of a segue. Good job.
yeah, thank you.
Good job.
Yeah, I've been practicing.
Yeah.
As much as I've been a part of fitness and supplements and training on my own and listening to other people talk, I think he kind of talks about things in a little bit of a different way, and he puts a lot of emphasis on routine. I found this one video. It was this 20-minute video about a daily routine, and he talks about the importance of when you wake up. I mean, what's the first thing most people do?
Check their phone.
I'll tell you the first thing I do is look for my vape. All right, take a big fat Nick Salt rip. Then I look for my phone.
Yep.
And then I go over to the bathroom. Maybe I'm in there for 15,
Are you
20
like the
minutes.
cat meme?
Not even
like,
doing anything.
Looking through your vape in the bed.
Losing my mind.
Yeah.
And then I waste a lot of time in the morning. I immediately, once I hit the vape, look for my phone, scroll through a dopamine drip after dopamine drip of
Nonsense.
of shorts and reels and like work myself up angry or
Make
work
yourself
myself up
dumber than
horny.
you were
Yeah, I was
before.
gonna
You're
say,
like, oh,
one
it's
of the two.
it's like either you're yelling at your phone or it's some fucking thought shit. And then I make 16 ounces of the strongest coffee I can drink, and I play chess. I play speed chess for fucking 30 minutes.
Well, that's not bad.
It is
You're
bad.
getting, but you're working your brain a little bit.
But
you're better than me. Let's.
Yeah, but I'm pathological. Or I'm obsessive. So I play speed chess and I play 10-minute chess, and I got to think on the app on my phone. I play competitive chess on chess.com. Last year I played 5,000 games of chess. Do you know what that works out to be a day?
That's probably a lot. That's because a chess match is not short.
Well, I play speed chess, so it's a minute. Each player has a minute. But I also play a lot of 10-minute chess too.
Right.
So any given day, like today, I probably play 2 or 3 10-minute games, and maybe 10.
3.5 games a day.
At least, yeah. I mean,
No,
more than that.
More than that.
yeah,
Yeah.
5,000.
But yeah.
3 times
Yeah,
5.
it's- yeah, sorry, that's
15
only
games a
15
day.
I
games.
play
Yeah.
10 games is 3,000.
Holy shit, dude.
So I play. So anyway, and then I decide I'll like do my healthy thing, which is I like to do like a morning cardio, which for me is just like I usually walk for 30 minutes, but I miss that sometimes. I don't even do that sometimes. And then I drag my ass to the gym if it's a training day, and I'll go through a chest workout or a back workout. You know what I mean? I'm just like checking boxes. It's not even like I'm barely
intent.
I'm not focusing
No
on
intensity. I'm not no intensity. Probably minimal.
going
intensity.
through the motions. Yeah. And I get pretty good workouts, but I'd say out of 5 workouts in a week, I'd say 2 are good and 3 are shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, getting back to Huberman, Huberman talks about, first of all, for when you first wake up in the morning, don't touch your fucking phone, don't hit your vape, and don't drink coffee. Get natural sunlight in the eyeballs, right? And I always would go out to my car or outside and put sunglasses on. He talks about peptides and hormone cascading and everything that the photons do when it hits your eyes. I'm not going to get into all the details of it. And then he talks about setting the day 2 big goals before noon. A challenging, mentally challenging task and a physically challenging task. And those should be done before noon because that's when you were most
Set them before noon or accomplish them
before noon.
before noon.
So it's good to have it going into the day, not to wake up and try to figure those things out. I'd say have a plan.
No, is this a guy that's waking up at 5 a.m.?
No, I think he said he wakes up at like 7:30, 7 o'clock. He's not Jocko, although they do some there's some crossover there. He's not. I don't think he does 45-minute resistance style workouts. He's a very big proponent of ice baths and cold plunges, cold therapy. And if you look at the literature on that and what it does to dopamine and epinephrine and norepinephrine, what was really interesting about it is when you compare it to like nicotine and cocaine use, is that the reason why people get addicted to cocaine, it's not physically addictive, but you get the norepinephrine, dopamine, well, all those hormones, those feel-good hormones, and then it dips off. So you do the drug, it spikes up to the top of the chart, and then it drops right down,
lower than it was,
and then you're in a state of depression. When you do something like cold therapy, like an ice plunge or sit in ice bath or cold shower or strength training, resistance training, is that you're creating that negative stress response before, and then your body adjusts by releasing norepinephrine and dopamine after, and sustains. They said up to 500 times the amount. So when after 3 minutes in the ice bath, you come out. That's why you ever go to Bear and Birch and you feel like you smoked a fucking crack when you get out of the ice bath. Like literally, like that's the comparison.
Yeah,
that's why. And that dopamine is sustainable. It's a natural release. So all that's been pretty interesting. So what do you guys do in the morning? What's your morning routine, John?
Right on
I've been
me.
waiting
Right
all
on
day
me.
for this.
Yeah. What do you
It's
do?
not as bad as you would think it is.
Yes, it is. What do you do? You open your eyes. Let's say it's a work day. Give me a typical Monday. You have work. You have to open the gym. What's your day?
He's not opening the gym on Monday.
Okay.
You want to do in a day when he opens
I
the
want to
gym?
do both.
No, that's not, because that's not fair. I do it once a week. I'll do both. I'll give you both.
Give me a work. Give me a work day where you have to work.
You said
in the morning.
Monday.
Okay, give me a Monday.
I wake up
Time.
between 8:30 and 9.
No alarm. Just wake up.
No, it's somehow the way the sun is positioned when it comes into my bedroom.
Wakes you up.
It wakes me up around that time, more so than not. I usually Paramount is like a 9 a.m. poster on the social media, so I've already I either have something in the hopper from Lance or I gotta get something.
So you're talking about you the first thing you're doing from bed now is making some sort of social media interaction for your business.
Yes.
Okay. You're still in bed at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're in bed for a while.
Okay.
We do a lot of stuff in bed.
All right. Day's getting started. Okay.
So I'll do that, and that could take anywhere from 5 minutes to a half hour because I got to come up with those amazing captions that you insult me about. So that's and that's all the the grab the vape, the whole I'm mashing this into one, and then I'll scroll,
Yeah.
and you talk about like the dopamine, and it's like I don't even really scroll, but it's like, okay, you post and then you're getting the notifications, and
you
it's
get
like,
that dopamine hit.
yeah,
from
that's
the
what
likes.
that's
or you get the why doesn't anybody like me? I thought this was the greatest.
everybody
post
hates me.
ever. Yeah.
And that's I check, a lot of people are there'll be like tags and stuff you have to repost. So that's pretty much my first task of the day is social media. I get up. When I get up, Bam gets up. It's one of my dogs for any of the watchers.
Bam.
Bam. Take him out, let him go to the bathroom. I come back in, I make my morning shake. Then I'll usually go to Starbucks. Get in the car.
You're not even making it at home.
No.
No.
He's a $10 a day coffee.
Yeah, I got it. It's another thing that we'll tackle that maybe next New Year's. I feel like I've gotten some.
Okay.
I think I've made strides
You
with
have.
chemical addictions.
Yeah.
This year.
Okay.
So that's So I'll go get coffee, and I'll come back, and then usually I'm probably calling you or calling Justin because he opened the gym, just checking in, see what's going on, checking email, mostly business stuff, for the most part. And then as I get closer to the time that I have to like head to the gym, which is probably by it's around like 9:30 when I get out of bed and start, after that, and as noon approaches, then I got to go wake up Marlo, the other dog.
He's still sleeping.
Would sleep in bed till 6 p.m. if you let him.
He's your spirit animal. Right.
He has no idea where he is.
Yeah.
It's like you said, every day, and he's old.
Every day's brand new.
Every day's Groundhog's Day. For him.
He's not.
But
sure.
listen, he champs the day. He kills it. He kills it. By the time he gets to know you, it's time to go to bed and wake up and do it all over again. But yeah. Then I take him out. And now that he's in, they both eat. I shower, get my shit together, and head to the gym.
Okay, so that's a typical No, you have work later in the afternoon.
That's usually when I'm working.
So,
like,
correct me if I'm wrong. If you are working in the morning, if you open the gym at what time?
5 a.m.
You're
when we
opening your
open it.
eyes and you're running to the car.
No, if I'm opening, I have to be at the gym at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm up at 4:30 to be showered and out of the house. No, I'm up at 4 to be showered and out of the house by 4:30.
And that's just misery. You're just half asleep, going through the motions.
That's not the bad. It's honestly not bad until I get there. And I know that his routine is so much different. But I'm
Because you're sitting there at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's like you
Nothing's-
don't know what to do with yourself.
Yeah.
nothing.
How much time do you spend on your phone at that point?
In all honesty, what I do for the most, I mean, I feel like lately it's been crowded at 5 a.m. I guess maybe now it's like the winter. It's that people are getting up, they're training early in the morning before work. But for a while, it was. I mean, the gym was empty till 6 o'clock. I get to the gym, I stop at Dunkin' Donuts, I get coffee. I put my feet up and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Close my eyes.
Yeah.
You know, and the air curtain.
You're sleeping in the gym while it's functioning.
While
People are
walk-
deadlifting,
while people are walking in,
trying to
No,
buy
that's-
stuff.
no.
they know not to even.
Well,
I wish people would snap a picture of you sleeping
happened.
and tag you, and that could be like a fun thing that Underground reposts. John sleeping.
Well, I
at
don't get to
work.
do that as much anymore because
I
it's
open.
crowded and
Yeah.
he's opening. But you know, I was opening 3 days a week, and that was in the beginning when we didn't have like a massive, you know.
He was
when I
opening
say
5
massive,
days
we
a
didn't have a huge. Yeah, I was opening 5 days a week, and we didn't have, you know, our crowd is big enough now that we have a solid
You got a solid half a
like
dozen
5
people.
a.m. group. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a pretty accurate assessment of your morning routine before noon. Are you doing anything healthy? Honestly, are you doing one thing healthy? I mean, I'm not like poking because I have not. You know, I usually train before noon. I
Well,
try
when you-
to, but
no, if I'm training, if it's a training day, and I open the gym 10, 11 o'clock, I'll probably train.
yeah,
But if it's not, and I'm not getting to the gym from anywhere from like 12 to 2.
he would open, I would close.
He gives me more days off than he takes off. Just
Yeah, you have a lot. You're a very busy guy. You have a lot going on. What's your morning
Well,
routine?
he's willing to get up. So in order for him to not waking up at 5 a.m. is so valuable to me.
I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't check my phone. I don't do nothing. I just turn the alarm off. Immediately, 3-minute cold shower.
You do a cold shower every morning.
Basically every morning.
Fucking hate it.
Basically every morning.
He's already beat us both.
Yeah, that's
He
amazing.
hasn't been open 10 minutes.
I
10
mean,
minutes.
I mean, but look at
3
him.
minutes.
He's a physical specimen compared to the both of us. Look at his morning
know.
routine. This is
I
what
don't-
Haberman's talking about. Huberman,
Huberman,
whatever
yeah.
his name is.
yeah, I wake up the alarm goes up at 3:55. I'm up out of the bed by 4 o'clock. 3-minute cold shower. I'm like a machine in the morning. It's pretty sick.
You've been doing it for
Yeah.
Do you
over
still
10
get
years.
that? Do you still get that pop after the cold shower?
Yes.
You still get that? Like,
So the first-
you're awake. You're
The
alive.
first 15 seconds, my heart rate must be through the roof
Yeah.
because and then you kind of like settle in.
I've done some of the cold stuff, so I know how it
You
feels.
settle in.
I really like. I hate.
It's awful.
I hate it, but
it's-
then as soon as you step out of that, you feel high. There's no other way to put it. You
You
really
do.
feel high,
You do.
wide awake, all your senses.
Wide awake, 100%. I'm just doing it for the effects.
Okay.
This has probably been going on for like a month.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. All right. 3 minutes.
3 minutes, if I can make it. Sometimes
You
it's only
time
like
it, or
2.
you-
I sort of do.
or you have an idea in your
I
head.
have an idea in my head. Sometimes it gets so bad that I'm counting the seconds.
It hurts.
Yeah, no,
It's painful.
it's brutal. It's probably the worst, especially now because it's so fucking cold out.
Yeah.
So it's brutal. So I get out of there, get my clothes on. I go and start my car because it was freezing the last couple weeks.
Mhm.
I come back in. I cook my eggs. I cook my breakfast, and then I cook egg whites, 2 pans going, because that's my pre-work. The egg whites are the pre-workout. I pack all that up. I hit the road. I get to the gym at fucking 4:55. I usually have a coffee that I got beforehand the night before because I hate Dunkin' Donuts coffee. It's
So
fucking
gross.
worst. But I try not to sip that coffee for the first 90 minutes I'm awake.
Wait, you're supposed to put that off for at least an hour.
Yeah. I try to drink like a liter or 2 of water on the way
With
to
salt.
the gym.
You do
I
that?
don't do salt. I do glutamine. I take a shot of apple cider vinegar,
Apple cider vinegar, yep.
glutamine and lemon juice.
Yeah.
Um,
pH for your pH balance.
Correct. So I'm sipping that pH balance. I'm sipping that. I get to the gym, turn on the lights, make sure the bathrooms are good, toilet paper's in there, bang, and then I'm right on the stairs for a half hour.
So 30 minutes, you're fasted. So you've cooked, dealt with the suffering of probably being a little hungry, cooked, packed that up, got to the gym, saved your caffeine, and you're on the stairs now for how long?
30 minutes.
30 minute stairs.
20 to 30 minutes.
Are you
yeah.
pushing it?
Not crazy. I would say it's probably like a 6 or a 7
Okay.
speed.
So what time are we at? What time does that bring us to?
5:45.
5:45. Now, what's the rest of your morning look like?
So then I chill. I try to get my heart rate down till about like 6:15. I usually conversate with a couple of people that are there because they're regulars, you know, whatever. Then I eat my breakfast, which is not like, it's usually like ground beef, 2 whole eggs, and just like a handful, maybe 50 to 100 grams of rice.
So you bring in a little carbs, a little fat,
Yeah.
and what's your protein intake like?
So I have the eggs, and then like 3 ounces of ground beef.
So you're like 30, 40 grams of
Yeah,
protein.
probably 40 grams. I eat and then I fucking chill, and that's where I get in.
The supplements. So you take any supplements in the morning?
No,
None.
no.
Do you take any supplements at all?
Anavar?
Glutamine.
I take Anavar.
Anavar.
I take Anavar on empty stomach.
Anavar?
Yeah.
Oxandrolone is not a supplement. Is that 20 milligrams?
23 and a half.
Is your Anavar real? I heard a rumor that it's not.
It better be. Scott,
I
'cause if
I
it's
actually
not,
saw
me and you are fighting.
I saw firsthand that the Anavar is fake.
No, that's not true.
It is true. 100%. It was tested. It's fake.
The one from
It's
hold
it's
on.
at best it's Anadrol.
Sorry.
He's pharmaceutical.
Oh, you're
I'm
Oh,
pharmaceutical.
that goes back. Okay. I mean, in
I
the
do
morning.
take glutamine.
Any other supplements you take at all in your
No,
life?
not. Oh no, at night I take magnesium, zinc, fish oil.
You don't buy that here. I never saw you come in the store.
I have a
You buy
shitload of fish
online?
oil
You buy online?
from you guys that you bought to our place.
So you get to heavily discount it. And then that brings you almost to noon, right?
Yep, weight training and then 20 more minutes on the stairs.
That's an amazing. Donnie, what do you think about that, Don? You're a Coomer, bro.
You jerk off in the morning?
No, that's not the problem with masturbation. You know, I'll tell you. Do you want to know what the problem with masturbating? In bad, you should be no fat. Real men are no fat. Alpha men are no fat. If you're a hashtag alpha male, I don't. It's really bad for you. You know why?
The dopamine.
Well, there's the things that it does
Lowers
to you.
testosterone also.
It's not just that. There is the sex hormone part of it where you're sort of wasting it, but it also takes your drive. I'm just gonna say this. I mean, maybe it's a little controversial. I don't see why it would be, but they're saying that the Coomer meme is alt-right and misogynistic and anti-Semitic. It's just about a guy who jerks off too much. I hate Wikipedia. I think it takes away men's drive. I think a big part of the problem with, especially in the alpha males, that's a whole nother thing. He's fucking freaks. Yeah, wish we could talk about that. The Andrew Tate bullshit. It just takes away your drive. It takes away your lust for life. Like building that up. And I mean, people always say that like guys are like, because of the internet and stuff, that people are like less social and it's harder for guys to talk to girls. And I think a lot of it has to do with like porn addiction.
I was just gonna say, when you bring porn, I mean, I don't know anything about what you're talking
and
about.
I'm not anti-porn.
porn
It's just like if I was king of the world, I would make it illegal by a death penalty. I don't care. I don't care about it really. Like I'm not going to run out and vote about it. But if I ever got any real power in this, like I found a genie, I'm making graffiti and porn death penalties. Why graffiti? Would you really want to know why? Because porn is bad for people. It's bad for the performers. It's bad for the people watching it. It makes sexual situations commonplace.
It's bad for relationships.
It's bad for it's bad for men.
Family.
It's bad for men, and it's especially bad for women. And I think anybody who cares about women, who calls himself like a feminist or like whatever, and is pro porn, is a liar. You're a liar, because the people that are involved in the porn industry, I don't care overwhelmingly, and I don't have any statistics. I guarantee you, drug addiction, mental problems, and the people that are making money on it are not the fucking performers. It's a pretty well-known thing. Those people are not paid very well, and they are treated pretty badly. I know because of the porn I've seen.
It's
It's a
yeah,
$1 billion industry.
bad.
It's a
too,
billion-dollar
and
industry.
the performers are not the ones getting paid $1 billion.
It's bad
No.
for the nuclear family relationships because you'll never
Unrealistic
yeah,
ideas of sex. the
exactly.
whole-
No matter what, you could find the craziest relationship in the world as far as like sex relationship, and you could always find something crazier on the internet.
You have to ask yourself I always ask myself this question, like, if I had a daughter, would I want her to do X? And if the answer is no, never. If you had a daughter, Donnie, would you want her to do porn? All right, listen, I'm just saying, if you ever decide to turn over a different leaf in your life, resolution. If you maybe listen, try a no fat month and just see if you feel better about your life and the world around you. See if you're more productive. You are the definition of a Coomer. Coomer is an internet meme based on the illustration of a straggly male character who is mocked as an excessive masturbator. More broadly, Coomer, with a lowercase c, is often an ironic insult for oversexed young men, more generally a loser. Coomer is...
Not Donnie. That's not Donnie. He's not a loser.
The phrase "okay, Coomer" is also used as a dismissive response online. Like the guy who's like, "Porn's okay, porn's good," and then somebody goes, "Okay, Coomer."
All right.
So wait.
Wrap it
I
up.
want to tie this back into the morning routine. So part of my I've been trying to do this for the last couple of weeks is sort of steal from the Huberman playbook, and I'm trying to do a little bit of sunlight and exercise first thing in the morning. Not touch the old phone. I try not to hit the vape. I'd be lying if I say I don't, but I definitely try to hold off on the coffee, and then accomplish those two large tasks of physical tasks, whether it's my workout or a harder cardio session, and then he talks about using the second half of the day for more creative things. And I'm trying to read every day. I read a lot, but
That's where I shine.
Sure.
The
Reading?
creativity.
Creativity.
Second half of the day. That's why I make it up
That's
so
where you
late,
really-
because I'm a creative being.
Yeah, but he said in order to become more better use of your time would be to separate the video stuff that you do. Maybe the stuff with Instagram would be better suited afternoon.
In the afternoon.
Yeah, I think from the hours from 2 to 5 or 2 to 6 or something like that. And then the later half of the day is to sort of unwind your brain. He talks about like chemical cascades and like what your brain is suited for at what time of the day in order to like optimize what you're trying to do. So I'm trying to get my schedule a little more under control, because when you own your own business, it's a little willy nilly. I can wake up in the morning. I can run underground stuff from my house if I wanted to. Like I don't have to necessarily get up and be at a 9 to 5. So I have a difficult time doing all the things that I want to do, even though I seemingly have more time than anybody else I know. Because I'm not good at allocating my time properly. I like to wait to the last minute and then do everything at the last fucking minute.
Yeah.
And it stresses
Which
me the
causes
fuck out.
stress.
Stresses me the fuck out. Another interesting he talked about was cortisol responses, and if everybody talking about cortisol as being like a really negative hormone, and he kind of spells it out a little differently from a science aspect, is that cortisol is technically a stress hormone, but it is 100% necessary for your sleep cycle and for getting your brain functioning properly in the morning. And to suppress cortisol levels first thing in the morning with growth hormone or maybe cortisol, for bodybuilders, you got to do what you got to do, but for people in general, that you shouldn't try to suppress those cortisol levels, that you should just try to let them naturally peak as early as possible and then let them come down after that. That's it. I mean, that's that. So that was my New Year's resolution, and also the morning routine by Andrew Huberman.
Cold
Are you
plunges.
disgusted? As
With
disgusted as I am with myself after hearing Justin's
I
morning.
knew Justin's morning was going to be like that.
Yeah,
He's
but
been
he
like
never
this.
waved it in our faces like that.
Even when I was in like really good shape, I mean, my life was like a
Same
movie.
here.
I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the gym, maybe, I don't know, but the only thing I ever did really was eat.
I had a 9 to 5 for so long.
I never-
So like I said, even when I was in the best shape that I've been in, it was like, I was half-assing it till 5 o'clock when it was gym time.
I was better at discipline when I had no fucking money. Now I got like I'm not rich, but I have like a little bit of money, and I'm like, back then I had like the pressure, pressure builds the diamond.
Yeah.
I didn't have a pot to piss in. The only thing I could do is pay for
Well,
a gym membership.
The list of things that
and
you could do with no
testosterone.
money is much shorter.
It's much,
You know?
yeah, you can.
So you are more inclined to go for a walk because it's free.
Good point. All right,
Tony,
so we
on a
just-
scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about how this is going? Why? The Coomer stuff is hilarious.
Pretty
I don't
cool.
think a lot of people, I think most people in the world would say, yeah, jerk off every day and watch porn. Like, I think that most people would think that's have an abortion, like that's just that's what people.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
What was the last? Before this gets nuts? What was the last?
Oh, I mean,
No, I'm
I did
talking
want
about
to, I did want to say something about Andrew Tate. Let's see if he makes it. Okay, all right.
Go ahead.
Have you ever watched any of his stuff?
I was watching a
He's
little.
too much.
I
right?
never had a problem. I never had a problem with him per se. I always, the alpha male phenomenon of people even saying the word alpha male is so fucking cringe. And he's not humble, and he's got a lot of money, and he was a good kickboxer. And some of the stuff he says for guys, I guess, would be good advice. But here's my biggest thing: if you were going to give young men advice about how to pull their lives together and be more quote unquote alpha, which is just the fucking cringiest thing. Anybody who calls himself an alpha male is definitely not an alpha male. The number one advice I would give a young kid who's trying to get his money together, his body, his life together, would be stay away from girls. Stay away from groups of girls that you can pay to hang around you. Because that's going to be really bad for you. Eventually that's going to catch up to you. And that's exactly what he was doing and promoting, was this sort of pimp lifestyle
like
of-
a Dan Blazarian
of
kind
paying women who are, that the only reason why they're hanging out with you is because of the amount of money that you have or your yacht and your bravado. And there's also this other aspect of pornography going on behind the scenes. And I just think if you're going to give young men advice, is that you would definitely, if you were being honest, you would say, don't get involved with people who want to just spend time with you because of your money, that they're probably dangerous. And look what happened. Look what happened to him. Because those girls, whether he did or did those things, I don't care. You put yourself in a position where people could say those things, and it's your word against theirs.
If he did do those things, obviously he's a piece of shit.
And if he didn't do those things, he's a fucking idiot, because he put himself in a position where those things could be said about you by people that you obviously had contact with you. I've seen some of the Twitter posts. I've seen some of the things from the girls directly.
He's managing OnlyFans. girl.
Managing OnlyFans, talking about taking simps money and this.
He just always
He's a
struck me as
clown.
one of those cringy. I don't know, how do I word this carefully? You have those people that, and you're right. You're talking about the alpha male thing, and he just reminds me of those people that just give other people of a similar mindset a bad name because he's just too,
Over the top.
You think about you. I don't know. I look at people in politics, and I want to get into politics, and you have people who are conservatives or whatever, and then you have people who have Trump flags on their boat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's they get it's that everybody looks at that small group as
a
the
reflection of,
norm, and it's like you said, the alpha. I would rather, and again, I'm not taking any advice from him, but I'm going to take more advice on how to be a man from a guy like Jordan Peterson, who seems to be saying the same things in a more eloquent fashion.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, I'm not listening to him either, but I'm just saying,
I did. I used to love
you know.
Jordan. I used to love Jordan
but
Peterson.
it's the same idea, right?
Yeah,
It's
sort of.
It's the same idea.
Yeah,
Except he's just
yeah.
a little bit more rugged about it.
They're conservative mouthpieces in a way, but I mean, again, what kind of conservative would promote the lifestyle of
Sex
especially
work.
that sex work stuff and
Prostitute, yeah.
prostitutes and it's just stuff that's not good for the male psyche, and it also puts you in dangerous situations to be around shady people. I would imagine if I was giving advice to somebody, if I was in a position like him, I would not recommend doing those things. But I don't know. I don't care for his content. I don't dislike it either. I've watched some of it recently just because he's been in the news after being arrested. But I'd say overwhelmingly, it's not for me. It's just I never watched something by him and go, oh, I should behave that way. I don't care. If I had billions of dollars, I don't have it in me to be like a braggart. I don't have that I don't have that thing that some people have. I don't want to like. I wouldn't want to like throw stacks of money around or brag about my Lamborghini and that shit. That even Greta, he gave that girl Greta Thunberg a chance to dunk on him,
Yeah.
and she dunked
did.
on him.
Yeah.
She dunked the shit
You know,
out
like
of him.
nobody
Yeah.
can, bro. Like, and he just added her for no reason. Just
Yeah.
I woke up like, oh, this will be funny,
mad, yeah.
and it wasn't funny. It
And it
was
got him caught because of a
and-
pizza box.
because of a pizza
Fucking
box.
idiot.
When it comes to guys like him, I kind of base my opinion on that kind of content by the people I know that are posting it. So I could tell you the handful of people that I know that are like sharing that kind of stuff or pushing it, and because of that, I'm quick to write it off. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
don't care.
"You're
I don't
low
care about the
IQ."
fans. I do really, I understand why people like him. I like edgy.
Entertainment.
It's like the same people that like Conor McGregor. It's like he's just all bravado. He backs it up. I mean, what could you really say Andrew Tate until recently? You know, he said it himself that what was the next phase of his life was to get arrested. Then
Yeah,
kill
they were
him.
gonna. Yeah, he was not. I'm not gonna
Cancel
kill
him.
myself.
He said that he's gonna get canceled after. That's one life. Then I'm gonna get arrested, and then I'm gonna get killed.
I think that's a little arrogant.
Yeah, he did. say
Yeah,
that.
but it goes. What was that other guy, McAfee? It goes all into that same sort of line of thinking. Okay, that was the Andrew Tate segment. We got one more. We have another segment, right? We have one more thing to talk about.
Pre-workout.
Do you guys even want to do that?
Yeah, go.
All right, so
We're gonna keep. We're sitting in a supplement store.
Got to plug.
we are
Apparel
going. We have to
Labs.
play underground nutrition. So I'm making a video. This is the last thing I'm talking about. I'm making a video, a solo video for it's a project, like my old supplement reviews. But I'm going to announce the pre-workout of the year, Underground Nutrition's pre-workout of the year, and it's a little different. I wanted to base it on overall sales, like top selling brand, and feedback from customer feedback. And now you guys have a small Underground Nutrition pro shop in your gym run by Paramount. So you guys are kind of on the front lines of pre-workouts that people are taking, buying, and liking. So I'm not going to give away what company won, but it came down to a couple. It came down to Raw Pre and the CBOM Pre. Shadow, obviously Shadow sells very well here and is well liked by a lot of people. Berserk by Black Magic, and what was the other one? I think that was it.
No woke as fuck.
No, I mean, I could have put Bucked Up and Woke in there, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm pretty sure I know who's going to win pre-workout of the year. I'm going to break it up into two categories.
Stim and pump.
Stim and pump.
Well, yeah, but also most popular, and then I'm going to have a award for that, most popular, most units sold, as well as pre-workout of the year. So there's going to have a lot of units sold and a lot of buzz about it. And I've taken all of the pre-workouts that are in the running. And I don't really take stimulant pre-workouts that much anymore. I'll use it here and there when I'm feeling pretty sluggish, or if I got to train legs and I just don't want to.
That's something I'd love to.
You guys have, so what would you guys
Pre-workout. Yeah.
Stimulant pre-workout.
what would you guys say is the most popular pre-workout that you sell over at your little pro shop?
I think it varies. I would say probably if I'm recently woke.
Woke. Yeah, maybe I'll put it in the running and take a look at the numbers here at the store.
I think overall probably Shadow though.
But right now, I'm just saying right now.
Right now,
overall,
woke.
yeah, because we
pump
you know,
it though.
we're an underground gym, and hollow. We have hollow athletes. We have underground athletes that train there.
It's also a solid pre-workout. I mean,
it's great.
We can clown on it, but I did it. Part of the video, I had to do a little research on the ingredient list, and
I feel like there's for me, and I mean, like I said, I'm definitely, you'll never catch me training without a stimulant pre-workout, and it sucks. It sucks. I'm being honest with you. I'm so chemically dependent. It's ridiculous.
He's so sick and suffering, bro. His poor kid.
For me, is I see, you got like, in my opinion, you got 2 or 3, we'll call it 3 levels of stimulant pre-workout. And if it's on the same, I see no difference. Except for, and I judge it by the flavor. I see no difference between Berserk and Shadow.
you see no difference between. Well, that's interesting that you say that, because the ingredient profile is
Completely
so
different. Yeah.
So different.
And then you go up a step, and then like I said, then you have your schism. I mean, I don't know what would be in the middle, but then at the top you would have your schisms and your shadow blacks.
So the main difference in stimulants is DMAA, DMHA, or a caffeine based. So most middle of the road pre-workouts are going to be what I would call a caffeine based pre-workout. That would be the main stimulant in it, and then above that would be your DMAA, which is banned, but we still sell it, and DMHA, which is DMAA's ugly little sister.
Is that banned or no?
No, it's not banned, but most companies are getting away from it. Most serious companies, you won't see it in their stuff because they have lawyers and legal teams, and they don't want. Yeah, you don't want to get people liking a product with a substance in it that isn't going to be around next year, and it's always a big question mark with DMHA.
It's going to be, yeah.
But the stim people love that stuff. So Shadow Black is a really big DMHA product, but I sell way more regular Shadow,
Which is just caffeine, correct?
well, it's a lot of other stuff, but I would call it a caffeine-based,
Caffeine-based.
stimulant-based
And you
pre-workout.
wouldn't call Berserk a stimulant-based pre-workout, a caffeine-based pre-workout.
No, it is. But the thing that's interesting about Berserk is it is filled with pump product. I mean, it's got a ton of stuff.
Is that why the serving is so big?
The serving is very big. I think it has, if off the top of my head, I want to say 8 grams of citrulline as the first ingredient. The first 4 ingredients are really pump ingredients, and then it has a proprietary blend of a combination of stimulant,
Proprietary blend.
which I would mark against it but companies also have to protect themselves because you get a good profile, you get a good combination of ingredients, and then people all just rip your shit off, you know. But Berserk, in terms of like customer feedback and flavor, is up there. It's in the running for pre-workout of
Their
the year.
flavors I was on the peach ring for a while.
Peach ring's delicious.
Then I kind of just opened up the Starburst one, and I might like just because I think we were at a peach ring and I needed a pre-workout.
Yeah.
And I might say the Starburst one is better than the peach ring.
Yeah. And Shadow's doing a number with coming up with good flavors. The EAX is fucking amazing. The orange mango,
Pineapple is. I don't even have words. I was a honey tea loyalist.
Yeah.
And he came out with I mean, we won't even bring up the
mojito.
But
What do you call it?
the
What'd
mid
you
drink.
call
I
it?
told Alan that we give out the mojitos so people could prop their phone. They use it as a tripod to prop their phone up for their
little
top
cell
sets.
phone holder.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
God.
no, then he came out with the kiwi strawberry and the watermelon,
Mm-hmm.
and they were both good.
Yep.
But not pale, still pale in comparison to honey tea.
Yep.
And then he came out with the pineapple orange and the orange banana or pineapple banana.
I think it's pineapple banana.
I
didn't try
personally
the
think
banana
that
one.
banana is supposed to be drank in that consistency. If it's not like a shake or like a
It doesn't have vanilla with it. I don't. I would
just, I mean, a banana, like when I think drinking banana, I think a shake or like a
smoothie.
smoothie, and like actual water-based flavor like banana. I heard it tastes like the banana runts.
Yeah, you just,
That's what
it's the one I
somebody
used to
said.
throw out the
I
window.
think Jordan told me that. But the orange pineapple he nailed. I think the orange pineapple is better than the honey tea.
Yeah. Have you guys had any luck with the C-Bum stuff or the raw stuff?
No.
Nobody's bought it?
No, we have one guy that loves the raw protein. I mean, no, we sell the raw protein.
Yeah, no.
We never brought the pre-workout in.
Oh, you did not?
We never brought that in.
What other ones do you guys carry? What other pre-workouts?
We carry.
You got the Bucked Up, you have Woke.
We don't have Bucked Up.
You don't?
We did.
No, we did at one point, but the Woke was the seller.
It was the seller, yeah.
We had the Superhuman, which sells. It's not like flying off the
the
shelf.
Alpha Lion, right?
Yeah. Alpha Lion protein is way more popular than the pre-workout in the gym.
Yeah, yeah. With pre-workouts like that, especially new ones, the people have seen probably the sampling is the best thing. You get it in people's hands, they'll try it, they like it, they buy it. Most people they already have their 3 or 4 pre-workouts that they liked and try. They're gonna stick with that because every time they go to somewhere, I know I am usually disappointed when I try something new. But we do have a bunch of new stuff that's been moving pretty well, and I don't know. I have to work on this video. I've been getting a lot of feedback. A lot of people have been saying the same brand over and over and over to me. So I think they're the clear winner. But I have to tally the votes.
Are you able to put that on record right
No, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it's just
Shadow and Shadow Black they'll always sell.
Yeah.
There's always some psychopath who's coming in asking for Shadow.
Shadow
now?
Black.
Yeah.
It's
And that's a watered down version of the original Shadow Black that had DMAA in it. And Alan was like, "Oh, I can't sell that stuff anymore."
he's
Can't
the
be selling
worst.
He's the
No.
worst.
He's the fucking
He's the
worst.
worst. All right, so we're gonna. Anything else? We had nothing else. I thought you had something
I don't
else.
think
Want to
so.
talk about
We got a special.
our special going
Yeah,
on?
let's sell some stuff.
You want to sell some
Let's sell some
stuff?
shit,
Let's
man. John,
Let's
sell some shit, man.
stuff.
You're
We
the
got a
fucking
special
marketer.
going on the annual contracts. No money down, first month free.
Whole month of January, right?
The whole month
Maybe-
of January we're doing that. No sign. We're waiving the sign up fee. We're giving you the first month for free.
And that's for new members.
New members.
New members.
Yep.
So if I come to your gym right
Annual
now,
contracts.
what does this look like? If I'm walking into your gym,
You'd
And
have
I
to
wanna
walk into
sign
our.
up.
You'd have to walk into our gym first.
And not just sit behind the desk.
I was literally there 3 days ago. So I'm new. I walk in. I say I want a membership to that. I saw
I
this.
want a membership.
I want a member. I saw this on
You didn't
Instagram.
talk like that when
I
you come
want-
in.
Yeah. I saw this cool gym on Instagram. I saw a reel, and I see a lot of people doing a lot of stuff here, and I want to be here. How much money do I have to give you?
$0.
What's the catch?
A
Nothing.
month through 2 through 12, you have to pay.
Yeah.
It's an annual contract.
It's an annual contract.
So what does that work out to be? How much is that a month?
55 times 11.
55 times 11. That's not bad.
With a maintenance fee. They got to sign it. Nothing, man. Look
That's
at
a
that.
fucking nut. It's almost no money.
That's no
Let
money.
me see
It's
the
almost no
number.
money over time.
It's a big number.
It's like a couple Netflix subscriptions.
Correct. Come through.
All right, so that
That's our
sounds like fun.
special.
We're not doing anything. We have some secret promotions that we're not promoting. Like if you came to the store and you're like, "What's the New Year's specials?" We have a couple, but we're not doing any.
We're
Like
going to do a crew neck.
you're gonna
We got a
do.
crew neck coming soon.
Did you not
sometime
want me
this
to
month.
finish my part about what we're doing?
Well, you didn't let me finish.
Oh, I thought you were done. I thought you were done. Okay, so what
I
else
was
you got?
taking a breath.
You guys
That's
got
it.
a crew neck?
That's it. We got a crew neck.
You're doing
in
the works.
varsity style?
No.
No. So something totally new. You're pulling something cool out.
Yeah.
So we could talk about color. We have a little
I don't know.
tease.
You know I like to keep that close to the hip.
Keep
All
it
right.
tight to the hip, man.
All right.
It's going to be dark.
It's gonna be a dark color.
A dark color.
Winter's coming.
Okay. Well, Underground doesn't have anything. Maybe if you look in the description, we'll have some random discount code for a pre-workout. Oh, we got the anime shirt. We've been selling.
Fire.
We've actually been selling pretty fucking good for being a little niche. You know, I think a lot of people gave me shit for it. It is my top 3 favorite shirt I've ever done, but you know, I'm close to it.
That's all that matters.
A lot of my friends are like, "Oh, fuck it, I don't watch anime." I'm like, "Dude, shut up."
I owe you $50
You do.
because Joey Calta, Jared brought him one and he left the money.
It's in
I
our
can give
drawer.
it to you. I got money on me.
You got it? Do you? Oh wow.
Balling.
So yeah, we sold. Oh, I say 40% of that whole drop already. It's like week 2, week 2.5, 3.
I like it. It's a nice one.
Thanks. It looks good on you. Thanks for wearing it. I wore a Paramount hoodie today to a different gym,
Thanks.
What, Jim?
the Pit.
Thanks, bro.
I was representing.
I was there the other day.
Were you?
My back worked on.
Sorry.
Big
was
injury.
back.
Chemically,
Big injury.
He hurt
chemically
his back.
addicted and injured.
Yeah, I wonder why you're hurt. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching Underground Nutrition, episode 11.
New year, new me.
New year, new me,
2023.
Happy New Year,
2023.
everybody.
Happy New Year. Hope you hit all your fitness goals. Stop masturbating.
See you in 2 weeks.